What's up? What's up? What's up to everyone? I hope everyone is having a great day, a beautiful day, and a blessed day. As always, happy Wednesday, happy Wisdom Wednesdays. Listen, we got to go ahead and get into this message so that we can get right and so that we can stay right. Listen, every day we should wake up and do everything with intention, with full intention, right? We should have what I want to say for today, the word for today, which is intentional focus, right? Because whenever you have intentional focus, that means that you are intentionally focusing on things to benefit yourself and your life, to overall help you and help your life, that is going to lead to getting the results that you are striving to get with everything that you do each and every day, right? Having intent with everything you do, doing everything with the fullest and the greatest intent, because again, once you do this, then you will start to receive the results that you have been thriving to receive out of life. And what happens is, which I know that a lot of us are guilty of this in life, sometimes, our focus isn't on things that it should be on. And I want to say, like, it's with a lot of things, but one of the main things that I want to speak about is, whenever you focus, you're in your well, your focus, intentional focus, right? Because that's the word for the day. Listen, intentional focus. So sometimes, right, whenever you are in a certain business, or overall, if you are doing something that a lot of people are doing, which most of us are, right, or we are doing things that many other people are doing. And what happens is, sometimes whenever you see, someone success, right, like their success is they actually are in a place of success, right? And maybe even they have been doing something for a shorter time frame than you, and you start to look at, where they are versus where you are, and then you start to think to yourself, like, dang, like, what am I doing wrong? Because you know this person is doing this. Because like I say, I'm guilty of this. You be looking like, dang, how they, this and that. It's like different things that you start to overall end up comparing yourself to what you have going on versus what somebody else has going on, especially when it's you guys doing the same thing. But I'm here to tell you that we, again, including myself, we have to stop focusing on somebody else, because the time that you are spending focusing on somebody else and their success and their progress is time that you are taking away from your own self. Again, you're too busy looking at what somebody else has on their plate instead of finding ways to make your plate more fuller so that you can eat great like they are currently eating great. So again, this is why your focus has to be very intentional. And what I want to refer to is Jesus. Listen, because since Jesus was 12 years old, his focus was very intentional. When his parents found him in the temple, right, and they asked him what was he doing, he clearly and boldly and so seriously said, I don't you know I must be about my father's business. So again, since the age of 12, Jesus knew what he was supposed to do, which is be about his father's business and his ministry. So he pursued his whole time on this earth doing just that, focusing intentionally on his ministry, preaching the gospel, bringing as many people to him as he could, doing everything that he did. And everything that he did was with the full intent, with the full focus of his father's business, is God. So, and because he did this, he was a success. He completed his ministry. He did a job well done, doing everything that he set out to do. So with that being said, that is the exact same thing that we should be doing, being about our father's business, being about our own business, and being about nobody else's business. And what this is going to consist of is you turning your intentional focus around and limiting your focus on some of the things that you guys are focusing on. Listen, you're gonna have to limit your focus on social media, because there's a lot of times that you are just wasting your time. Listen, you focusing too much time on social media and trying to keep up with everybody else and these celebrities, what other people have going on, being in other people's business. Again, you got to start being about your own business, as well as limiting your focus on how much TV y'all watching every day. That's gonna have to get cut down. You're gonna have to start, even to better yourself, limiting on how much of the bad stuff that you continue to eat. I ain't telling nobody to go on no diet, but you have to do something different. You have to be intentional about the foods that you are eating and how much of it that you are eating. You got to be intentional overall how you taking care of yourself. Got to be intentional about starting to, put more self development into your daily routine. Put in more spiritual development in your daily routine, because again, if you switch, your intentional focus onto things that are going to be about you and your business only in your life, then you are going to see the results in life that you are trying to receive, instead of doing all the wrong things, allowing other things to come in and distract you, and wondering why you aren't getting where you want to be, wondering why, you probably would never get to where you want to be, because a lot of people aren't willing to make sacrifices, and a lot of people aren't willing to change their focus. A lot of people are so addicted to social media. It's like every time you turn around, you got your phone in your hand, just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, but you're really not doing nothing. And so therefore, that time that you are spending doing these things that are unintentional, because they're not getting you anywhere, is the time that you could be using to do things with more intent, so that you can start to see better results show up for yourself and for your life. So again, the word of today is intentional focus. It is time to start being about your Father's business, God's business, and your own business. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Comparison is the thief of all joy. That is why oftentimes, a lot of people end up stop being consistent, because you see that you aren't getting the results that you want, and you looking at the results that somebody else is getting. So ultimately, that either makes you quit altogether, or that makes you stop for a certain period of time. And either way, all these things are gonna hinder you from getting there at all, or either going to give you a later day, or when you will get there, a later time, or when you will receive the results that you are trying to get out of life. So again, go through life saying this to yourself: I got to have more intentional focus. Intentional focus is the word that we have to live by. Intentional focus. Wake up every day doing everything with full and great intent. So I pray and I hope that this message, the word itself, inspires, motivate, uplifts, encourages anyone who it reaches. And as always, you guys, let's be motivated, but most importantly, let's stay inspired.